crazy person. So my already screwed up schedule will probably be even worse going into this week. But I do need to wear a suit and tie Thursday because I'm actually going to moderate. I'm going to be the announcer for this event. So, we have like 1,000 people showing up here. My dumbass is going to probably trip on the stage, but that's okay. Such is life. Um, Folks, so we were looking at some of the forecasting, and I was right. Silver did go down. Silver went down, but it only went down like 10, 15 cents. Didn't go down a heck of a lot. Um, but again, it's the first day. I'm hearing there's going to be some shuffling. Hey, Devil Dog, Teresa, how are you? But folks, pay attention to what's going on. Thank you, Teresa. And as you can see, this city park is really nice out here. So figured I'd sit out here while they're all setting up in there. Fortunately, I'm not setting up. I'm just going to go and be a pain in the ass to other people. But one of the guys gave me this giveaway. I thought it was really neat for their beer bottle koozie. It has his company logo on the other side. That's so freaking cool. I don't have a pet small enough upon which to put the plate carrier, but because that might fit on like Bentley's leg, because he's kind of a stout critter. But I thought that was funny. They handed me that earlier, and I was like, that's cool. So I stole two. They gave me one, and then they weren't looking. I took another one. So, but if he's a marketing guy like I am, you're like, I don't want to carry him home. So, the less of those he has at the end of the night, the better. But yeah, folks, if you get a chance, while the weather's cool and we don't have everything on fire like we apparently did during the summer, go make those trips. If you got somewhere to see, someone to see, go do it now. If you can't make the trip, at least give them a call. Reach out to the people that matter to you in your life. And watch carefully what happens in the next few weeks, because I really, really, really think that I don't know anyone in that city, and they keep calling me a mother phone. It's probably some kind of vendor or something. Hey, Suburban, what's going on? And there are a few other people in there. Sorry if I missed you. So, like I said, silver went down, not as much as I was thinking. I thought it would go down by about $1. It actually went down under 30 cents. So, not that big a shuffle. Gold went down too, which I was not expecting. Oil went up. Surprise. Natural gas went up too, but not as much as oil percentage-wise. So that's good, because that's kind of like the go-to for heating and cooking and a lot of other stuff. So, hey, Joe, what's going on? So watch how the markets play out. Germany's in trouble. Because they're not getting cheap fuel from Russia. Hey, batshit. Now they're all freaked out, and their economy is like cratering slowly. So they're struggling to keep their economy in one piece. I did see, so my Sassy was on a few of the platforms, and she said there was a farmer. I guess the way she described it, it sounded like, what was his name? Ice Age Farmer. Do you guys remember him before he went offline? And I haven't seen him since. Like, he put out this great content, and all of a sudden he had to fall off the grid. I don't know if he's on any platform anymore. Maybe I should go check Rumble, see if he's there. But this guy sounded that kind of tone, the way he was speaking. And his big concern is, with all the fires, the droughts, the other stupidity we've had, the food availability and mainly the cost going into 2024 is going to suck, which shouldn't be a surprise. He's on Patreon, Pilgrim. Hey, thanks, Pilgrim. Yeah, Joe, I don't know. A lot of them, I guess they get tired, or maybe somebody goes after them and they just bail. And oh wow, look, another fire truck. Or a police car, one or the other. Well, they're not after me or coming to help me, so that's always a good start. Watch the markets. I need to do some more reading on the wheat and corn and some of the other residuals. I saw a rather disturbing documentary, and I have to find it again, where they're saying this lab-grown meat uses soy cells and bad shit. He did that. He did. Yeah, what did I do? Um, I hid the tequila. That's what I did. Uh, it uses soy cells, and then in order to grow the meat as fast as they do, they use a variant of an animal cancer cell. That's how they make the fake meat grow so fast. I don't know how true that is. This is purely what someone shared. Someone's got some music going on back here. But think about it. So they say an ounce of soy has more estrogen in it than like 15 servings of chickpea or 20 servings of chickpeas, something like that. So you're not only ingesting excessive amounts of estrogen, you're ingesting excessive amounts of what could be considered a fast replicating cell like a cancer. But it's supposedly safe. I'm not sure about that. Okay, Teresa's heard that too. Yeah, that's kind of concerning to me. So the food supply is going to be an issue. They've already mentioned water, and I know water, we've all agreed, could be a very weak link in society. But I'm wondering what's going to happen with the food. If everyone, hey, Grateful, if everybody actually planted a victory garden in their yard, we probably would have abundant food in America. But a lot of people either can't, or they're not in the right area, or they just don't, they're doing la la la, they don't want to hear. So, you do you, be as smart as you guys can, do what you can within your time and money to do so. But yeah, a lot of weird news coming out about the food supplies, mainly the food availability, and then it goes to, well, we can grow your lab-grown yucca, and you can go eat that cancerous estrogen shit and see what that does to you. Now, how much of that is valid, I don't know. I haven't dug into it enough, but I thought it was interesting. I planted some Lucky Strikes, but they won't grow up north. No, probably not. Probably not. There are other things you could probably plant up there, but not one of those. But in any case, folks, look, again, like I said, this week's going to be garbage. I'm probably going to be Ubering home, considering who's going to join me at this event. We're probably none of us can drive, so I know that's going to be that kind of night. Especially when all the other military guys show up, and we're all like, woo, and then, there's an open bar that's just going to end badly. I'm growing tobacco here in Massachusetts. I thought that would be way too far north, Pilgrim. That's pretty freaking cool. But yeah, it is Frankenfood. There's a lot of weird stuff going on with the food supply chain. And of course, Papa Bill, right? He's buying up a bunch of farmland. So you gotta wonder what's going on there. Yeah, suburban. You gotta wonder. They don't do things. These cats don't do things. And then just abruptly like, oh, it's a good idea. No, he did the numbers. Not only do these guys do the numbers, they can influence the politicians, the decisions, to make things happen a certain way. So they watch what these really rich elites do. They buy in the farmland. Pfizer just bought a cancer company, and actually a reputable smaller company that was doing some breaking research. What do they know? What are they expecting in the future that the acquisition of a company so big like Pfizer acquires this other company? Hey, it could just be a good market time to do it, but etc. Must ascertain buyer availability on whatever. Yeah, they're giving everyone something, that's for sure. Well, they're giving them heart attack shit. You're not living long enough. People killing over. They just had that actor from that what do you call that soap opera? I forgot which one it was, Young and the Restless or some shit. 43, healthy guy just kills over, allegedly of an undiagnosed condition. What the hell? Joe, I want burgers. Some special for a few days because it's National Burger Day. Ugh. I don't know. Wendy's burgers are kind of has the 50-cent burgers. Yuck. I don't know. I'd rather do Taco Tuesday than eat their burgers out. yuck. No, they can keep that. But although probably tacos and bourbon may be my dinner tonight. I don't know. It depends who shows up and what mischief we get into. Uh, yeah, last time there was way too much whiskey. That was just not smart at all. And we're not young guys either, so that was fortunately everyone Ubered, so we're at least being nice. We're doing the right thing as far as that. Jack in the Box tacos are great at 4 a.m. Absolutely, yeah. So's McDonald's. White Castles were amazingly yummy at 2 a.m. Not as yummy the next day. You went 2 p.m., they sucked. But when you were drunk, yeah, White Castle was great. Those of you who live in the Northeast know what a White Castle is. Homemade tacos here tonight. There you go. Ooh, Pico de Gallo, good call. Yeah, but Whataburger's good anytime. Like, Whataburger has quality. Hey, Lucky. Hey, X. What's going on? So, folks, watch those market indicators, right? It kind of gives us a hint of what's going on. Remember, natural gas does affect the price of fertilizer. So you got to factor that in the back of your mind as well. Also, wait, what's that? Scam information, beware. Okay, so I lost one of the comments there. Okay, it was like foomp and it was gone. But folks, take some time. Like I said this morning, assess your assess your stocks, assess your stockpiles, assess what you have. If you have stuff that's about to expire, now would be a great time to put it in a Mylar bag, seal it up in a mason jar, maybe can some stuff if you can know how to do that and you have the time. Don't let things go to waste. If you can avoid throwing something out. Like I said, I gave a great example when I went to, those of you in Texas, the Combo Locos at HEB. So I got fajitas the other day, and they gave me this big-ass box of mac and cheese, which made no sense because who the hell eats mac and cheese with fajitas? But that's what I got. So I got this massive box, and the cheese expired, but the pasta doesn't. And the cheese is kind of nasty for you anyways, probably some stuff that'll clog you up or clear you out. So I discarded the cheese packets, but I put the pasta in a Mylar bag, sealed it. I actually ran it through the food saver. I finagle a food saver to do that. And pulled a vacuum on the Mylar, and then I used the flat iron to seal the top. Put an O2 absorber in there anyway. And, now I've extended the pasta for 20 years. So, do stuff like that. Look at stuff in the house that you may be throwing out and see if you can use it another way. Mac and cheese, skip the milk, double the butter, way better. Yeah, no, I've used butter and no milk. I've used milk and no butter. At least one occasion in college, I just threw the powder in the pasta and kind of mixed it around. That was not very good, even as drunk as I was at the time. I was actually kind of awful and probably did not help me feeling the way I did the next day. So, yeah, I would recommend some kind of liquid. Abstake information, essentially any agreement you check off. No, batshit, that's absolutely true. A lot of them do acquire, congregate, aggregate, however they want to phrase it, some of your info. So be careful what you're doing. But folks, while the market and the market did go down, so as they predicted, it went down. It didn't go down as much as they thought. Isn't as bad as when it tries to do both. Oh, no. That's when you're sitting on the toilet with a bucket. Holding the bucket, sitting on the toilet. That's terrible. Or you just go in the shower and pretend to die. That's how they make money. Yeah, at the end of the day. So, folks, the market did what some of the analysts said it would. It wasn't as abrupt as I was thinking it would be. But silver did go down. So if you were planning to stack a little extra silver or gold, if that's in your budget and time to do, I would take that time. I just got into the sun here, so I'm going to slide over a little bit because it got kind of hot. I was like, damn, it got hot here. There's a little cat hiding out over here, and I'm trying to get her to come to me, but she comes close, and then she runs away. And with my luck, I'll go find the cat, and like 20 kittens will pop out. And I'm not going to leave kittens to die, so then I'm going to have 20 kittens in the house. That's how we wind up with some of our pets. It's like, oh, the kitty, and then, the kitty's 5 years later still in the house. But, folks, analyze, watch what's going on in the market. Try to make your stuff last, right? Um, don't spend anything. Don't get into the credit cards. Don't get in. Funny, my Uber driver the other day, I was going to a dinner, so I was like, I'm just gonna Uber just in case we do drink. I don't want to drive, even if I only have a couple. And it was a more formal dinner, so we weren't being stupid. It was more like, just be precautious. And he was from Cuba. I could tell by the Spanish accent. I'm like, you're not Mexican, you're from Cuba, and or from Santo Domingo. And he said, oh, I'm from Cuba. And we start talking. The guy immigrated here. He just got his green card, has his wife and his little girl. They're expecting another one. And he's like, I can't make a living. And he said the money here is better than the other states I've been in, because I guess he went to New York at first. He said, hey, Daryl. And he said, yeah, the inflation's bad. And then he went on this socialist rant. He's like, and then we have these people who want to have communism. They should go to Cuba. And then he went off on this thing about communists in America. And I'm like, I like you. We need to keep you and your family here and get rid of some other people. But yeah, so I'm happy to see a lot of new immigrants that are coming here, and they are working. When I run into them, they're like, no, these people are stupid. We came here because they were doing this where I was, so I came here. So digitize, you have zero control of your. Yeah, you know what? I won't do the face scan for my phone. I could just see myself getting like knocking out somehow. I fall off or something, and then people like open my phone and Venmo all my money to somebody. I'm like, go figure out the passcode, fools. But yeah, folks, watch the market. So the market did go down, as the analyst predicted. Silver did go down. So if you're going to pick up silver, give it another day, see if it keeps going down. It went down under 50 cents. There wasn't a big drop, but it's still a drop, right? I don't think you're going to see $14 an ounce, $15 an ounce. Oh yeah, suburban, absolutely same. All of my friends who immigrated here, I got guys who came from Mexico and then went to Iraq, did a tour with our military, came home and became citizens. And they're like, no. And what's funny is, like, they say the Mexicans, it's actually just the Mexico border, because Mexican citizens could just come in and out. Like, the US and Mexico have had agreements for years, right? People in like Mexico City could be like, oh, let's go to a concert in Dallas, and they just buy tickets and show up. And they get their passport stamped, and the guy's like, what are you doing? Oh, we're here for a concert. Okay, have a nice time. Stamp, off you go. They're coming in from everywhere but Mexico. Actually, Mexico now has an immigration problem because they're going through Mexico to get here, and they're screwing up Mexico and fighting with the federales at the border. So yeah, now our problem is now Mexico and Canada's problem too. So it's kind of funny that's what happened. But look, folks, watch the market. It did go the way they said. It didn't go as abruptly as some of them predicted. So again, when I watch the analysts, I trust their trends. I don't always trust if they get the percentage right. But if you want to grab that silver, you want to grab certain items, the market kind of flattened out a bit. So that's a good thing. Always wanted to see Mexico, I heard. Louisiana has drive-through liquor stores, Joe. Just go down there. You can drive through margaritas, dude. But they put the little symbolic thing on the cup. So if you open it, you got a DUI. I mean, and they will throw you in jail. You're done. And they'll impound your car for 2 weeks. So yeah, don't do that. Vegas has them too. But folks, watch the market. The analysts have been pretty accurate so far. They just disagree on how bad the market was going to tank, and it went down. It's nasty. Apple lost like $1 billion in value, but when you're worth like 50 billion, it's not terrible. People don't drive into liquor stores here. Oh, they have drive-through hurricanes, drive-through daiquiris, like take your pick. Suburban, right? Hold on. Oscar Blue Ramirez reports on the immigration. Oh yeah, grateful. I've seen him when I catch him. He's great to listen to. Grab the kitties, do the right thing. Well, the kitties ran away and they went under some culvert. So yeah, the roaming prepper does not fit, and I'm not the culvert prepper. I can't fit in there. So that's just asking for me to be on the news later. Fire department has to get dumbass out of a culvert. Um, of course, I get some of these guys drunk. Somebody might decide to recover the kitties. You never know. I've seen guys stop traffic out here to recover puppies that were thrown out of a car, and he was so pissed. He's like, I wanted to kick the guy's ass and run him off the road, but I had to save the puppies. So he saved the puppies, but the guy got away. So he's like, yeah, I don't want to be down in a culvert. It's got rattlesnakes and tarantulas and shit out here. I don't need that. But look, folks, watch the trends. Listen to the analysts. Keep in mind, some of them will say, oh, it'll drop 500 points. Doesn't drop 500 points. It drops 100 points. And people freak out for like 3 hours and then they stop. But understanding where the trends are going can give you an opportunity to pick up something at a deal, right? So silver is supposed to go down a little bit more this week. So kind of watch it and see where it goes. And remember, most silver, even the stores, like the physical stores where you go and pay for your silver, they will honor market plus their markup. So if the market goes down, you can kind of get, I was a street rescue and fostered over 20 years. Oh yeah, no, suburban. So my daughter, I really need to get her on the, if when she's not traveling. So the roaming prepper's daughter travels as much as he does, if not more. She's actually headed overseas right now. So um, yeah, imagine that. My child, that's daddy's girl there. Um, she also carries a switchblade, which I think is just hilarious because she's had a guy goose her in a store, and she said, "Don't do that again. You're going to regret it." And he got like a little with her, and that knife came out. Oh, all of a sudden, not so sexy. Now it was scary, and we ran away. So then she calls me to brag. Oh yeah, remember that switchblade you bought me, Dad? I almost cut a guy in HEB. The hell? No, he touched on me, and I told him no, and he didn't listen. Oh well, fuck him then. Just cut him. Be done. Hey Virginia, what's going on? I encourage the girls in my family to be Vikings when necessary. I have no problem with that. But yeah, folks, watch the market. So apparently, silver did go down, not as much as we all thought. Uh, Gold went down, not as much as we thought. But it doesn't hurt to understand how the market plays. And again, if you're in the market for certain things, uh, there's certain times to go and grab them, right? So let's see where the fuel, the oil, the gas, natural gas, gasoline go. I'm thinking it's going to go up Q4, and that's just my experience in the energy sector. But I've heard at least one analyst say, China's economy might tank on us, and that's going to reduce demand, so it might be a wash, and we may not see that big increase. So let's see what happens, folks. But I'm going to go get back inside. I got about 15 minutes. And yes, I gotta wear a suit in a few days. I have not put on a three-piece suit in a long time, so I'm gonna be all sorts of weird. I'm gonna be like that Snoopy with the collar the first time, because I have a tie. I'm probably not gonna wear a tie. I'll just wear the shirt and the jacket over it and call it good. Badass vet. She should. Motorcycle girl vet. Her and her Harley. Which, okay, so she got rid of the Harley and she got one of these Italian things that goes way too fast. So I should. You ties. Joe is like, Joe's dying just thinking about it. Hey, KP, what's going on? So folks, watch the market. It may give you a good opportunity to pick up something you've been holding off on. Like I said, the silver went down. I'm not sure where energy is going to go because the other person had a good point. Even if availability, if the production goes down, if China craters, which they may, their economy is struggling really bad. I didn't realize how bad it was. They go down as well. It might be a wash, right? Because they'll reduce the amount of usage. And so, yeah, we might even out. What we need to do as a country is refill our damn strategic reserve because China's doing it and so's Russia. Well, Russia has a reserve. Because it's only a matter of time we're going to get into it with someone, right? Someone's going to screw up. And lucky, what I'm afraid of, you know what a communist country does when their economy starts to take a dump? Oh, let's go pick a fight with someone and distract the people. and that's concerning. So let's watch the market, guys. My schedule is going to be absolute trash the next 3 days. You may have a hangover live stream tomorrow morning, depends how bad tonight is. But anyway, guys, be safe, be careful out there. And true, unless they destroy your country like Germany, then it wasn't good for the economy. But yeah, good point. Usually it's good in theory. Anyway, be careful, be safe, and remember, if you're going to go out and meet friends, get an Uber or get a cab or walk. But anyway, Drunk Dial Pete. No, because Drunk Dial Pete may start speaking in tongues or Spanglish or something and nobody will understand. So I minimize the calling of people. Anyway, you guys be careful out there, and I will see you all later. God bless and have a great evening. There's a few people going live tonight. I don't know. I think My Mother Spark Vision. There's someone else. Angry Prepper? No. Hudson Valley. There's a few going on live. I can't remember who. So you guys be careful out there. Go say hi to everyone else. Show some love. And I will see you later.